This is Smiles TV. Welcome to Smiles TV. I'm Stephanie Anthony Miles, and you're tuned in to the best community affairs broadcast in the land. We're at the Northwest Coffee Roasting Company, where the owner is Jason Wilson. And guess who's our guest today? We have a dynamic guest, an NBA Hall of Famer, legendary Dikembe Mutombo. National Basketball Association Hall of Famer number 55, the legendary Dikembe Mutombo, is now the face of African coffee. Mutombo entered the coffee business because of his love for the Democratic Republic of the Congo and his heartfelt desire to improve the quality of life for coffee farmers. Mutombo distinguished himself while playing basketball for Georgetown University under the legendary coaching of John Thompson. After college, Mutombo played for the Denver Nuggets, the Atlanta Hawks, the Philadelphia 76ers, the New Jersey Nets, the New York Knicks, and the Houston Rockets. Retiring from the NBA in 2009, Mutombo ended his career with 3,289 blocks. He is well known for his famous finger wag. He has also become known as the most charitable basketball player ever. In 1997, he established the Dikembe Mutombo Foundation, which is dedicated to improving health, education, and the quality of life for the people of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. During a recent visit to the Midwest, Mutombo announced a partnership with Jason Wilson, owner of Northwest Coffee Roasting Company. Veronica Bush, co-founder and vice president of marketing for Kajari Majlis in Dubai, said Jason Wilson of Northwest Coffee Roasting was chosen as a Midwest region partner because his vision matches the visions of Mutombo when it comes to sustainability, fair trade, transparency, and integrity. Kajari Majlis is an international trader of commodities and distributor of food and products around the world, including Mutombo Coffee. Remember, Jesus Christ was born of a virgin. He was crucified and buried, and he rose on the third day. Confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord. Believe in your heart that God is raised him from the dead, and thou shalt be saved. Stay tuned for more Smiles.
Are you looking for an insured and bonded residential or commercial contractor? On Time Contracting, owned by Ali McDowell, is just a phone call away. On Time Contracting operates with the utmost integrity and quantities to complete your project right on time. Residential or commercial, exterior or interior, roofing, siding, flooring, you name it. If you want your project completed for the price quoted and at the time quoted, contact On Time Contracting. Good, quality, professional work guaranteed to be completed on time. Call 618-567-3591. No project is too large or too small. On Time Contracting. Call On Time Contracting today.
Welcome back to Smiles. We are sitting at the Northwest Roasting Coffee Company in St. Louis, Missouri, and our guest is Dikembe Mutombo, legendary NBA star. And along with him, we have the owner, Mr. Jason Wilson. Thank you both for coming to Smiles Television Talk Show.
Thank you,
sir.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to meet both of you.
Thank you.
So you're in the St. Louis area. Have you ever been here before?
Definitely. You know, it's, if you have not get a chance to come all the way to the Midwest, you'll be missing. I was lucky and fortunate to come here about 20-some years ago.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to take you to the east side, East St. Louis, Illinois.
Yeah, I've been in both places.
You know, we have some great athletes over there.
Yeah, they got some good barbecue.
Yes, sir, that's true. So let's just get right to it. So Kajari Majlis recently launched international coffee. The business is called Mutombo Coffee.
Yes.
Tell me, how did you get involved in the coffee industry?
You know, I am a coffee lover by definition. And, someone like me who have loved coffee for a long time, who've been drinking coffee, with all this thing going on today in the world with commodity, I felt that it was a chance, an opportunity for us to be represented. When I mean us, I'm talking about we African American, Black or African. We don't have a chance to be sitting on the table. We have not been invited on the table. Or where the price of coffee being discussed.
Right.
While we know that east of Africa, Congo, Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Zambia produce some of the best coffee in the world that nobody really don't talk about. So I felt that our voice need to be heard. For someone who have a name like me, I felt that it will be a good venture,
Yes,
So I decided to be part of it.
Excellent. Well, we're coming through COVID-19.
Yes.
And it's impacted everybody around the world.
Everyone.
So how did COVID-19 impact you and your efforts?
Impact our industry very, 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 very bad. From the farmer, from the roaster, from the store, even from the client who are trying to come and test the coffee. And that's something that we're still struggling with. We're happy with the development that have been taking place with the vaccine, but we understand that we still have a long way to go because so many farmers who are deep way in the rural area, who are working day and night, especially women, as we call them, the boss of the field. They are not getting a chance to be vaccinated. And that's something that we have to do. If we don't reach out to those who are working in the field, our supply chain will collapse. And that's becoming a big concern for all of us in the coffee industry.
I understand. And so, Jason, you guys have decided to partner.
Yes, that's the partner.
Okay, so Jason, tell us a little bit about your coffee company.
Well, so Northwest Coffee was established in 1993 by a guy named Rick Milton, who came here from the Northwest. He used to work for the construction side of Starbucks. And so his thing was he wanted to get out in front of Starbucks and beat it to the punch. And so he came from the West to the Midwest to start building his own empire. And at one time, Northwest Coffee was 11 stores. And but then when you get out too fast, what ends up happening is sometimes you got to retreat. And so I think he ended up having to retreat, but he kept 2 stores, which was this one, and there was one in Clayton that I bought from him. And so I knew everyone in St. Louis knew he had a great product, and I was like, well, I want to own that company. And like Dikembe, my thought was, there's not a lot of representation of people who are of color, Black, African, or African American, in the coffee industry, and especially something that's indigenous to our, the motherland, right? And so I was telling my wife, man, my thing was I wanted to be the first big time roaster of who was an African American roasting for our communities. And then, but my goal was at the time when I first started the company was to establish a coffee company inside of North St. Louis, which is predominantly Black, predominantly economically challenged. And so I wanted to just start there and grow outward as opposed to coming from a wealthy community going inward.
So you both have a lot of heart involved in it, and you match your line real well together in your efforts.
There's nothing like caring about your community.
And you're doing a lot of work in the Congo. Tell us a little bit about your humanitarian work that you're doing.
I don't know where to start when it comes to my humanitarian work. One thing they always say, when you come to the community that's very poor, no matter where you go in life, your heart stay there.
Yep.
Because you will always remember where you come from. You're never going to forget the place where you come from. And that's what made me look back and try to go back in the community and reach my people, see what can I contribute, what kind of difference can I make to improve the living condition of my people. And that's why you see I've gone back built a $30 million hospital, which have treated more than 700 women and children. Now, I come back again 2 years ago. I'm building a $4.5 million school from kindergarten to 12th grade that is opening in October 5th. I'm very happy with the legacy that I'm leaving behind. You know, as a Christian, you know, I always say that we are here for a short period of time. We don't know what is our time. We can be called home tomorrow, but it's always about what kind of impact are we leaving behind? What kind of legacy are we leaving to our children? What kind of lesson of what we're leaving behind that we're giving on to our children, to our grandchildren to come? We want to make sure that the future generation will have a better life that we did have.
Right.
So if we believe in that, we have a great chance to build a better future society.
That's excellent. And you know what, I can see that you guys have some like minds here, because being in the St. Louis metropolitan area and dealing with the African American community, you're interested in giving back yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, the issues that plague Africa, in particular, southeast, the southern part of Africa in particular. I mean, the issues are the same issues here. It's economics. It's being divested, not being able to organize and rally, because the world is constantly evolving around us. So we're also trying to live. There's also a middle class that's happening, but yet and still, you want to give back, but you're also concerned about yourself. So it's kind of hard to say, let me go back and help out. Let me go back and help out. Let me go back and reinvest, because you're thinking about your future. So at the end of the day, I mean, we have the same exact interests, and that's why it's easy for me when I got the phone call. It's easy for me to say, yeah, I want to do it, because I know where his heart is, and I mean, I think our hearts are in the same exact place. This is like one of the most easiest relationships ever for me. So yeah, this has made it so simple.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Veronica Swanson, who's with
Demetria?
Our Madame VP, we call him.
Yes, she is a sweetheart, and I do want to thank her for arranging all of this for us. But she was informing me that Kadri Majlis has welcomed Mutombo Coffee in Dubai.
Yes.
How important is it to be in Dubai, and does that help you to expand further on larger territories?
So we knew from day one, if we want to expand and to reach international market, to be in a platform where people will see and people will know us, it was a chance for us to be based in Dubai.
Okay.
Because of a Dubai trading center, DMCC. DMCC is a regional, international regional business center that's been created in the Middle East to bring all the commodity trade around UAE, and I think we started in the right place. I'm very excited with our partnership that we're having right now with Dubai base, and we want to grow. We want to see the Mutombo Coffee one day in Europe, one day in Africa, one day in Africa and the Middle East, and we are working on it. We are working on it, but we take one step at a time.
And I believe it's going to happen. The two of you guys working together
God
here, it's going to
willing.
grow here. And
I'm a man of faith, trust me. And it's about praying, and I believe that everything will be okay.
It is so good to hear that you're a man of faith. And so do you credit God for all of your success in life?
You know what the Bible says, without faith it's impossible to please him. You must believe in him. You gotta know that he exists.
And you know the
And
scriptures.
he reward
Yes.
those who are not really seeking. So I know that we're seeking him, and every day we go on in our life to work very hard to succeed in our business. And we know that he's gonna open more doors for us.
Wow. Is there anything that we haven't talked about that you want to make sure that our viewing audience gets an opportunity?
Yeah, I think the main thing is that, Dikembe and I are focused on two things equally as important to each other. And that's, one is having an impact, right? Controlling a narrative about coffee and really about investing in our people. But the other thing is how serious we are about how we roast our coffee, the kind of coffee that we purchase, and how deliberate we are on like transparency, things of that nature. So we are equally in that space. I mean, right, you know, how you think of coffee now is kind of like people focus on like the varietals and they just talk about this kind of more of a colonial aspect of coffee. We have a more, ours is just different, and we're focused on two things. So I want to make sure the world knows that we're focused on how we roast our coffee, what we do with our coffee, and that we want to have an impact in our communities.
And
so
we're investing in the women.
You know,
That's
Women
right.
who are working
I'm
in the
glad you.
farm.
I'm glad you brought that back up.
Because those women are working every day by being a wife, being a farmer, being an entrepreneur, and being a community leader.
That's right.
They're playing so many roles, and being a mother. And they have to do all those things, and at the same time they're trying to give us a chance to have this beautiful coffee in our hands.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Those are the things that we are trying to do with the Mutombo Coffee and its partner. We want to invest in the women initiative. Make sure that there's something coming back in return to the community where the coffee is coming from.
Well, we thank God for you because not many people are interested in helping women.
Oh, my mama, I gotta pray for them.
Okay. Well, we want to thank both of you for taking time with Smiles Television Talk Show. And we want to thank you for tuning in to Smiles Television Talk Show. Remember, only what you do for Christ will last. And Jesus is the Lord. The Lord be magnified.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Image a nation, image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
You visit Big Mama's in East St. Louis, Illinois, located at 5900 St. Clair Avenue. You will need a fork and a bib. Big Mama's is known for their barbecue, cakes, excellent service, and giving back to the community. Call in, eat in, drive through, carry out, order for your office. You can call Big Mama's at 618-398-8950 or visit 5900 St. Clair Avenue in East St. Louis, Illinois.
The Smiles Television Talk Show wants to showcase your business, organization, church, and activities. If you have an interest in being a guest on Smiles Television Talk Show, or if you have any show ideas, contact Stephanie Anthony Miles at smilestv777@gmail.com. You may also call 618-741-3770. Tell your friends to subscribe to the Smiles YouTube channel. Let Smiles TV increase your reach. Remember, you look better with smiles.